Today in this video, I'm going to be going over how to use Google Sheets, Budget, and Templates. First, I'm just going to show you the general outlook of Google Sheets. On here, when first bringing up Google Sheets, you obviously can name your document. I'm going to name this one Test Sample. Alright, then in Google Sheets, I just made a general budget form for us. We're gonna go ahead and enter some values here. Just gonna keep it easy. Then we're gonna set a goal of about, let's say, 15,000. Alright. Then down here, where it says other, we're going to later come back to this. So for our total, right here, we're going to enter the equal sign, and this is where we can enter our formula. We're going to do B. You can either click the cell or enter it yourself. I like entering it. B5 plus B6. Make sure to put quotation marks around that. Minus, and then we're going to do our expenses. We're going to go ahead and put quotations again. That's going to go ahead and give you the total right here. So right here, if you want to go back in, and this is where let's say we came back with a $100 bill for extra money we made on the side. So up here, we go back into our formula, and where we have our income, we're going to add this cell. We'd simply just put plus B8. And then we can watch as the amount actually changes accordingly. Then over here, the available is equal to the total. So all we have to do is put B9. You gotta put the equal sign first, make sure to do that. Bam. And then your months right here. Again, we're gonna make another simple formula by putting equals. Then we'll put our goal, what we have of F5 divided by F6. And this will show you how many months exactly we'd need to get to our goal. Then, as you see, all of our formulas are linked, because if you simply switch a number, all the numbers change accordingly. This shows you that simply formula is linked rather than having numbers just subtracting from one another. And when you're entering budgets and when you're entering data that's changing constantly, this is very helpful, and this is what you need to succeed. Then from here, if you see how all these are currencies, so we can drag the ones we want, what would be all these. And then we could simply hit the money sign, and it just switches them all to currency. Then again, we could grab these two. But for the months, we don't want to switch that to currency, so we wouldn't click that one. Then, another thing we can do is if you want to change the number of decimal places, you can by simply clicking this up here, and it rounds it for you. They also have a percent and other options as well. They have the simple change in the text and all the other amenities that come with Google Docs. But this is your basic way to handle a budget. Again, you can change your colors and everything as well over here, and you can organize it. That's your general how to use Google Sheets to make a budget. Next, over here, we're gonna create a budget form. In this budget form, we're gonna show you how you can separate things by simply just clicking them. So I'm just gonna click budget real quick. Let's go down here. Let's say budget amount, and you'll have a comment section. So this is very important. We'll talk about this later. So for your budget, we're just gonna list some expenses. And then this is where we could actually separate things and make it clear, showing the separate things that we had to put money towards. And then just to make everything easy, you can make this bold simply by clicking this, and it will show you the title of each thing showing it separate. So then we'll enter amounts for all these. It's easy numbers. Then you can see all your things separate from one another. If you click all the cells in the bottom right, it actually shows your sum down here, so you can see that all the time. And then you obviously can change your name like I showed you before. But another cool thing that we're gonna see in this one is when we go here, we can go to data, and when we go here, we can click format, and then we go to conditioning format, and then here we can change the color scale. I'm gonna change the color of this one to pink, and the color of this one to turquoise. Then over here, I'm gonna show you how to show with the 50%. So when you click this, well, actually the ones that are darker are the ones with the higher value, and the ones that are lower are with the lower value. So if I was to enter more, for example, if I was to add this high number into that type of into this as well, you would add it again, and when you did this, you would see how the color changed with it. So you could go to the rule, and then you could add the rule as well. Then from there, this is very important. So you drag all the things that you want people not to be able to edit. You'll leave the comment section for them so that they can edit and they can comment their what they want to say here. But if you want to leave it where they can't edit certain parts, you'll go to data, you go to protected sheets and ranges, and the highlighted part will show down here as your protected, and you can enter a description of why you wanted it protected or a title. I'm gonna say type, and then when I set the permission, I can edit who can edit it, and I can actually put people if I wanted to, or just me. And when I do just me and I share it with someone, that means they won't be able to click on this part, and they'll only be able to edit the comments. Then the last thing I'm going to show you how to do today is how to use Google Doc templates. When you go to Google Docs, when you pull up through your apps, or just go to googledocs.com, you can come here and first you'll come down here and they actually have the word template gallery. You can click it, and they already have templates that are already pre-made for you. This can help a lot when saving time when creating something. this is very helpful when getting a jump start into a project and be a very good Kickstarter. So like say we just want to go and use create a resume. When we pull it up, we see how everything has pre-linked things for us just to enter. It's very organized. We could go back if we didn't want this one, and we could pick a different one. When we simply type on it, it saves into Google Docs. It's very simple, very good program that runs well. Again, you can go to more templates. You can, even when you get to the template, you edit the template, you make it how you want it to. You can edit it as much as you want. You have full permission to the document. And all the apps have these templates as well. The only one that is a little different is Google Slides, and I'll show you that now. So we'll go to Google Slides. When we do this, it signs us in, and again, it will show us our templates. So we want to pick a template from here. Let's say we pick this one. Simply just click it, and it loads and it brings you to it. Then you have full access. It again brings you up different themes on this right side. These are sub themes, so you can even edit it from there. Again, if you want more, you can go to format. You can go to insert, and then you can go down to where is it? Alright, and then from here, again, your theme is right here. So if you get lost and you feel like you lost it on the side over here, you simply just click it right here, and then it'll pop up, and you can change it from there. Then from here, we can also go to View, and then we'll go to Master. When we pull this up, anything we type on this document will actually show up on every document. So let's just go ahead and insert an image. Let's just use this image. Simple towing ticket. So simply we'll see that it's added on every single document when you add it to the master document. If you simply just want to add it to one specific document, or even just edit it on one specific document, you click that specific document when you're right here. This brings you down. The master one goes to everyone, so make sure that you know that when you're entering something or entering anything. Then you always can click this to go back to your slide home. Again, like it said, it's saved right there. It was my recent presentations. It's very neat that it always saves. And then the last thing I'm going to show you real quick is they have another website for more templates. It's Google drive.google.com/templates. And here they have a bunch more templates. And then over here is where you can also search it, and when you search it over here, it'll bring you to all the different Google templates, and that's how you go about creating and editing the Google templates. They have a list. They have all different types for many different things. You can actually go ahead and go to you can look through them like this. You can simply Control F if you're looking for a certain thing. Very helpful. Templates are a thing that saved me in college. They're really useful, and you should look at using them in the future. Thank you for my video.